Hi, thanks for joining me. What I like to do is just give a brief review. I'm going to try not to vent concerning this particular soup. So show some channel love by hitting the like button and the subscribe button. And if you hit that notification bell and I drop a new video, YouTube will let you know. So let's get on with this. All right, so there's nothing in here. I just kept the lid and the container. This is it's 2 hands on this container. So you get a great serving size. This is really great for a meal on the run. And that's what I was doing. We were on the road and we did a stopover. I didn't want to eat at any of the restaurants nearby, so I pulled into a local grocery store and grabbed this. I usually get the soups in the taller can. Okay, so I usually pick up the soups in this can. And of course, yes, it's a Campbell's. It says heat, sip, and go. That's why I picked these up. It's a slender can. It's 10.75 ounces, almost 11 ounces, and this one has 15 1/4. So you get more in here. I think it's just slightly more. But I like the cream of chicken, and I'll do the cream of potatoes and the cream of chicken. But this is great. You just pop the little lid. You do this the same way. If I can get this off, you just pop that lid. I usually just set this on here lightly, the same as with this one. Just set the lid on there, put it in the microwave. I don't clamp it all the way down because, as you saw, it was kind of tough for me to get that lid off. And hot liquid will burn. So this one is meant to sip through the little hole here. Then it's got a hole come out where the steam can come out here. However, I heat it and then I'll stir it to make sure it's thoroughly heated. And I do the same for this. I'll heat it. Usually half the time it says. So I normally heat it for like a minute, stir it, set the lid on it like that. So you see it's not all the way on there, and microwave it for the remainder of time, usually a minute, minute and a half is what it tells you to do. Microwave, ovens vary, time given, whatever. Goes on high heat for 2 minutes. So that's usually how it is. It says 1.5 minutes. So anyway, I do it for 2. That's my normal. And that's either of these. All right, so here's the problem. So that's a bigger serving than this. You usually can find these and heat them up at your convenience store, or if your room has a microwave in it, that will work out really well. But it's like a meal. It's warm, like eating a hot meal. It's filling. It hits the spot without giving you too much food at one time and making you feel stuffed. So that's why I like to eat these. So I have had the chunky soup before. So I figured, okay, let's try it. I didn't see any cream of chicken, and I didn't see any potato. So this is what I did see. I saw pub style chicken pot pie. Well, I've never been in a pub, so my husband is saying, well, maybe that's what they do in pub style food. Chicken pot pie is what I saw. And I thought, it'll be just like a pot pie without having a nice flaky crust. So I'll just have to do without the nice flaky crust and eat the innards of the pot pie, which should be chicken, potatoes, carrots. I see corn on here and sweet peas. No problem. I enjoy that. Even if it's not sweet pea, I can deal with some green beans if they decided to substitute the green beans. However, that's not what they did. This looked, the inside looked just like this, nice and creamy. The liquid was not too thick, so it wasn't as thick as a clam chowder or a chowder. It wasn't that thick, but it wasn't soupy either. So it was nice, creamy, and it put you in the mind of a pot pie. So I was diving in. It tastes good, flavor, all of that. So it had the right amount of everything in it. Except I kept biting into something that felt weird. And I said, what is that? A weird potato? Did they process the potato? What did they do? So now I'm looking at every bite. I found some chicken. It wasn't that many pieces of chicken, but I found a few. Now, it wasn't until yesterday that my daughter read the ingredients. The ingredients say chicken stock, number 1. Second, Spätzle dumplings. Number 2, water, and then it goes into all these fillings and artificials and whatever. So she said maybe pub style means noodles. I thought it was like a flat gnocchi. It was a round disc that when you bit it, you didn't know what you were biting. This is what I don't like. Chicken with noodles. Well, if you reform that noodle pasta into a round disc, it's still chicken and noodle, but maybe because of the shape, you may call it a chicken and dumpling. So that's what they should have said, chicken and dumpling. I saw another container that said chicken and dumpling, and I specifically said out loud, ooh, I don't like dumplings, so I don't want chicken and dumplings. That's not what I like. I do, however, like chicken pot pie. There were more dumplings in this than there was pieces of chicken, okay? And when I finished, when I stopped eating because I could no longer siphon off with the spoon any of the liquid, it came to about here, which was a third. That was a third of a container full of these dumplings. It was a third of a container full of dumplings. Why do you put chicken pot pie if what you have in here is dumplings? It's really chicken and dumplings. Again, the first thing on the ingredient list is chicken stock, then Spätzle dumplings. So it's really chicken flavor and dumplings. That's what this is. It's not chicken pot pie. Just because you added a few vegetables, not that many, it doesn't make it chicken pot pie. This was on my rate of 1 to 0, a 1. The flavor was good. The mixture of chicken broth was good. It was just too many dumplings, more dumplings than vegetables, more dumplings than chicken. It was ridiculous. So it probably, I don't even know what the ounces would be. I chunked it. It was ridiculous. So instead of giving us chunky dumpling, we would have rather had chunks of chicken, or just give me more vegetables. I can understand you're saving money and not putting that much chicken in there because the chicken seems processed since it's just little small diced pieces of chicken. Fine, put a lot of vegetables in there in the broth with a few pieces of chicken and leave it at that. The dumplings, Spätzle dumplings was not necessary. And it does say Spätzle dumplings, Spaetzle dumplings. So the chicken, the pub style chicken pot pie is really chicken and dumplings. So if they have one that just says chicken pot pie, I still wouldn't try it because it still may be mostly the dumpling stuff that's in there, because this doesn't say dumplings, but that's what you get. So of course, that's it. Any comments you can leave. If you like, leave a comment below in the comment section. And please show some channel love by hitting the like and the subscribe button. And also you can hit that notification bell to be notified for a new video. Thanks for joining me.